Is the VMAX VX2 Extreme GT the best electric scooter of 2024? That's what we're about to find out. I'll be running it through a series of tests to help you determine if this is the right e-scooter for you. These challenges include an acceleration test, hill climb test, off-roading test, portability test, and a design test. What makes this e-scooter so competitive? What are my personal gripes with the design? And which missing feature could be a deal breaker for you? The VMAX VX2 Extreme boasts a top speed of 25 miles per hour, a range of 43 miles, and a maximum power output of 1600 watts. This peak power comes from a 48 volt and 500 watt motor. So let's see how that actually performs. I'm 6'2", about 200 pounds. We're gonna see how fast I can actually haul from 0 to 25 miles per hour, and go. Whoa, holy cow, that picked up quick. Almost spun out the front wheel. 23, 24, almost 25, and we ran out of room. Whew. Heck yeah. Dang, that's way faster than the VX2 Pro. I love it. That's probably all the acceleration you would need. If you want something a little bit faster, there is the VX4, which has even more power output, but this is already ridiculous, especially for the size and the weight. I've tested the VMAX VX4, the VX2 Pro, as well as the Apollo City Pro and the Apollo Air. I feel like it holds its own. It's very fast. Definitely tell a difference between the VX2 Pro. Packs a punch way above its weight. The VX2 Extreme is rated to tackle inclines of 33% or 18.25 degrees, and its max load is 330 pounds. I'm about 200. Let's see how much power output it can give us climbing this really big hill. I don't know the exact grade. If I figure out what it is, I will put it on the video here. This is a fairly steep hill, so we'll see how much power it's able to output, and go. Okay, not bad. Slow start, but picking up. Nice. We're at 16 miles per hour and accelerating. 17, 18, 20. Dang, it's going fast up the hill. That's crazy. Okay, so results of the hill climb test were impressive. I have the VX2 Pro, which is the little brother to the VX2 Extreme. I loved it for almost everything except incline. For the VX2 Extreme, I felt like it not only tackled the hill well, it started off pretty decent, and then it continued to increase in output and power. If you do need a lot of hill climbing, I would get the VX2 Extreme versus the VX2 Pro. The VX2 Extreme has 10-inch tubeless tires, which is good for most smooth surfaces, not necessarily off-roading. It has an IPX6 rating for water resistance, which is really good. Front drum and rear regen braking, and then there's no suspension. Hardtail, I guess, if you want to use a biking term. We'll see how it performs off-road. You really shouldn't be taking this off-road. I would recommend the VX4 more for off-roading. Just wanted to give you an idea of if you needed to go off-road for a second, what this would look like. And go. So this is obviously more of a smooth trail. It's handling itself pretty well. I'm in eco mode, I'm not trying to spin out. Still decent clearance. And that was pretty good. Don't want to hit the mud. Oh, and we're headed back. Yeah, that's not too bad. Again, don't take this off-road. It's not built for off-road, but it is capable if you needed to temporarily, which is nice. The VX4, something with off-road tires would be definitely smarter. So the off-roading test went a lot better than I thought. This is not built for off-road. You shouldn't be taking it off-road. It's mostly for paved, smooth trails, but it handled itself pretty well. But this brings up a good point with the suspension conversation. I love mountain biking. I also love suspension on my mountain bikes, rear and front. It's really nice when going over a lot of rough terrain, especially downhill. But when I'm going uphill, I've realized that I actually lock my suspension so I can have acceleration, grip, and speed into my wheels. When you think of a scooter, if you're not taking it off-road, you don't really need it, and I haven't missed those shocks, that suspension, as much as I thought I would. VMAX does offer the VX4, which has front suspension, and that can be a great option for you. But for the day-to-day paved trail use, lightweight, fast, great range, this is going to be your pick. How easy is it to carry this scooter around, lift into a vehicle, things like that. This is a 47-pound scooter. It does have a few folding mechanisms and safety latches and a locking latch. So we'll see what that looks like. The nice thing is you have this folding mechanism. So you pull up on this, pop it out. It's extremely secure when it's locked in. It has a safety latch, which is really nice, because let's say that this did pop off while riding, it's not coming loose. You'll feel it that it's loose, so you can stop quickly and then re-secure it, but that safety latch is nice. Folds down easily, comes into this folding latch, which is very convenient. You're gonna feel that this is heavier than the VX2 Pro, but not by much, and you get more power output from it. I can just sling it into my car, set it down, and we're ready to go. So with portability, it really just comes down to how lightweight is the scooter. This is one of the lighter weight scooters that also offers a ton of features and power. That's what means the most to me. Am I gonna be able to enjoy riding it? And is it gonna be easy to put into a car, to carry upstairs if I need to move it around? I find that I ride this scooter more often than I would even my VX4 or like an Apollo City Pro, because those are bulky, they're heavy, and I just love slinging this around rather than having to deal with a much heavier scooter. I think the first thing I noticed is I really like that the footboard is longer and wider than its little brother, the VX2 Pro. I feel like it just makes for a more comfortable ride and gives you more space for your feet. Also, the LCD screen was something I had to get used to. I kind of liked the very simplistic look of the VX2 Pro screen, but I also do enjoy having a much more advanced, bigger display, and it also connects to their more advanced app. I really wish VMAX had kept the turning indicator buttons from the VX2 Pro. I feel like they were a lot easier to use. I also don't really see the reason to have a USB-A charging port on the scooter. I wish this was USB-C if there was a port at all. Some people will be using that port to charge their phone while they're riding with their phone and having directions. Just not something that I do, but maybe that's helpful for you. Overall, both scooters have great handlebar height. The rubber grips are amazing. Turning indicators on the left and the right side on the handlebars and on the rear, as well as a rear braking light, very bright front light. And that's what makes VMAX one of my favorite e-scooter companies, is just their attention to detail, and they make electric scooters that feel and look premium. So what makes this e-scooter so competitive and one of my favorites? It's an extremely high quality scooter that offers a ton of value. Not only do you get really fast acceleration, tons of power up the hill, a very bright light when you're riding at night, also portable and lightweight. You're able to carry it up and down stairs, throw it in a car. It's very easy to use, it's very fun to use. And for most riders, that's what they want. I truly feel like it's one of the best for 2024 and on the market right now. If you're interested in picking up the VX2 Extreme or the VX2 Pro, I'll link both in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.